What's up, Sports Syndicate family? Thank you for coming back to watch another video. God bless you all. If you're new to the channel, this is the NCAA model for college football for all divisions. Well, it is for all divisions, FCS and FBS. I run the model for FBS and I also run the model for FCS. So I'm going to show you, if you know the baseball model, if you know the basketball model, and you haven't seen this one or you just never took the time to watch it, here is the NCAA over-under spread predictor model. All right, these were the predictions from yesterday. All right, so let's go over our results from yesterday and see how good the model, how the model did. All right, we're going to evaluate the model by the EV home. We're going to evaluate the model by the EV for the EV percentage. We're going to evaluate the model by the win percentage. We're also going to evaluate the model by the Kelly. All right. I posted all the bets. I tried to sweep the board yesterday, so I'll show you my results from trying to sweep the board. All right. Here's my results from trying to sweep the board. All right. We got Western Michigan. We hit this one. All three of those, we swept on that. This one, we hit 1 out of 2. And on this one, we lost all 3. All right. We run all of our bets straight. All right. We went 4 out of 5, which is a losing day. All right. 4 out of 5. However, we did hit the same game parlay that came through. We lost this same game parlay. And of course, we lost this same game parlay. All right. But we did straight here, and our straight bets went 4 for 5. All right. Sometimes it just rolls like that. Now, I lost because I didn't follow my own model. All right, but nonetheless, I want to show y'all the opposite end of it and how the model projected. All right, so as you see, Western Michigan -6, the over 38.5, Western Michigan money line. All right, let's jump into it. All right, so let's look at Western Michigan. Western Michigan was expected to win and cover. All right. They were the favorite, -6.5. We took Western Michigan to win the money line, predicted favorite. We took them to win the money line. We also took them to win as far as the as to cover, right? Because it was -6. The model had them winning by 2 points. I said, look, they're going to win. It was scary early because Northern NIU was up 13-0 in the first quarter, and I was weary. I was very weary. However, let's look at how the EV, the Kelly criterion, and the win percentage married up. All right, so the away win percentage was 55%. We hit. All right, we went with the win percentage. All right, the EV was with the home team, which was Northern Illinois. That looked good in around the first half. That looked very good. But also with EV, you have to understand that the EV is associated to the home win percentage and the away win percentage, right? So the EV was with the home team, all right, at +220. I didn't take that bet. I was like, I'm not doing that. So the EV here was wrong, and it was -24.6 for Western Michigan. So I took negative EV on that play and won. However, Kelly Home said put your money on Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois had an absolute chance to win that game, but Western Michigan pulled it off and covered. So the model projected where to put the money and the EV. All right, I decided to go with the away win percentage and the fact that they would cover. Now +6.5, -6.5. The model said they would win by 2. All right, but I just I went with Western Michigan to win and cover. All right, the 53.1 and the 38.5. Our total was 53.1, and the actual total was 38.5 per Vegas. Our predicted total based on the model was 53.1. As you know, we swept on all of the bets for Western Michigan in the predicted total. So let's go back to the model and see what the total was, if it shows us. The total was 54. Our model projected 53. Predicted total right here. The odds was 38.5. All right, our over and under edge was +14. So we ran with that and we were successful. All right, so this is just a winning example on how I read the model. Now let's go over one that we lost. I believe we lost all 3. So let's go. We lost Bowling Green. All right, so let's go look at Bowling Green and how we fared there. Bowling Green, they lost by 3. I took them -2.5 on the wrong side. let's show you how I didn't follow the model. Over 46.5, I took the over. It actually was the under, and Bowling Green on the money line, and they actually lost. All right, so let's go see how the model compared to this loss. All right, I'm just comparing to you so you can see how all the models basically work. All right, so you see this. If you're following along, let's jump over into the model for Bowling Green. All right, we lost all our bets for Bowling Green. The model projected Bowling Green to win and cover. They lost by 3. The spread was minus 2.5. The model had them winning by 8.6. So we believe that the model was accurate on this play and Bowling Green to win. All right. We took the over in this. It was actually under 46.5. The model projected more points, and it was absolutely not. The edge, we thought we had an edge here, and we didn't. Even though it was a close game, I do believe that Bowling Green should have won that game at home. But Akron just toughed it out. Defense played great. This is the unpredictability of the sport, of the sporting, just the sports world. All right, let's go down to the EV and the home win percentage. The home win percentage was definitely with Bowling Green at a 68.2% clip, 31% Akron. All right, the EV was definitely with Bowling Green, and Kelly said put your money with Bowling Green. On each of these, we followed and we lost. All right, we lost. Ohio, 32.5. Ohio plus 48.9. All right. Let's check the over and under in that one. I think we got the money line on that one. Let's check. Where we at here? Here. Ohio. We won the money line. The over and under was 46. We took under 53. Excuse me. It was 56. We took under 53. Our model projected 54. So we should have took the over per the model, but we took the under. But the model definitely said take the over, and we took the under, and we lost that one. I didn't take the money line. Well, we did win the money line, but it was minus 20,000, so there was no real profit there, if any, no profit really. I don't even think we took the money line in that play. However, those are the outlines of yesterday. The great thing about it is this. All right. That right there. All right. That sweep right there. All right. The model is accurate. All right. It's going to hit. It's going to miss. But most times, majority of the times, you're going to hit. All right. Let's get into the projections for today. I just want to give you an outline of the model and how it works. Now, let's get into the model. This is how the model operates, and this is how it works. Happy betting. I run predictions. The predictions load. And then we get this. We apply the filters, and here's our plays for today. All right. This is how I run each model, and this is how I compute each model, and this is how it provides me the picks that I want to go with. Sometimes I fade the model, sometimes I go with the model. So that's why I say in the videos, fade the model, go with the model, do what you feel is best, but the values here, the information is available to you. And as you see, our numbers are on par. So for example, this Miami, Ohio and Buffalo game, 39.5. Of course, we're going to take the over in this, and we're also going to take the over in this matchup as well. All right. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to go over. I'm just saying this is what the model projects, so I follow my model. All right. The one thing about my model is all of them, they don't leave me losing. They leave me breaking even, gaining, losing a little bit. So it's like a stagnant approach. Sometimes I go up, sometimes I go down, sometimes I break even. So it's not like I'm on a consistent winning. It's nobody's winning every day. All right. And if they tell you that they're winning every day, they're lying. You can't control it that way. But what you can do is you can maximize your opportunities and you can maximize your edges. And I created my models to maximize my edge. If I want to go with it, if I want to fade it, that's my choice. Every bet, like I always say, is 50-50. Let's go into today's matchup. Yeah, the MAC championship is on its way. We got Central Michigan and Kent State. Let's take a look at what the model's giving us. We're taking an over in this matchup. All right, we got the spread minus 9.5 for Central Michigan. Central Michigan is expected to win by 2 touchdowns on the road. I'm going to take Central Michigan. The away win percentage is almost 80%. EV is with the away team, which is Central Michigan. And sorry about that, I was getting a notification. And a text message. And Kelly is 8.2 is with the away team. So we're going to rock with the away team. We're taking Central Michigan to win and cover. We're taking Central Michigan across the board. We're going to try to sweep this here with Central Michigan to cover, the over on the spread, as well as the money line. Running with Buffalo and Miami for this matchup for the MAC action on Wednesday night. We got the spread -2.5 for Miami. Miami is expected to win and cover the spread. 2.5 is a field goal. So we're taking road guys today. All right, we're going to take Miami and Central Michigan. The spread, you've seen it, and we're definitely taking the over on here. We might even put some extra units on the over in this matchup because our variance is +12, and whenever we're double digits plus in the over and under, we always basically we win more than we lose. And that's another point about, sometimes we up, sometimes we down. We do win more than we lose. The home win percentage is 41.2%. The away win percentage is 58.9. I'm going to not really be concerned too much about home and away at this stage of the season, so late in the season. At this point, it's about, who wants to win the most, who wants to get to that MAC championship, and that's what we focused on, who wants to get to the MAC championship, and it's looking like it's going to be Miami, Ohio, and Central Michigan that's going to win. Buffalo does play well at home. Kent State is another good program, we know, but CMU is a great team, and Miami, Ohio. This is going to be a great night of football tonight, and y'all see my picks here. We're taking Miami, Ohio to win and cover. We're taking the over. We're taking Central Michigan to win and cover, and we're taking the over as well. So we're going to try to sweep these two all the way through, all right? I did see somewhere I posted, and the guy said, man, that's a fake bet slip. Right? I was like, he said, I have a fake bet slip. This guy doesn't know how to bet, right? And most of these people don't know how to bet. But anyway, I'm looking, he's like, you can't bet all three. I said, what do you mean you can't bet all three? He said, you can't bet the over, the spread, and the money line in the same game. I said, then you need to get FanDuel because FanDuel offers that. And I don't know about other sports books because I don't run a trifecta on other sports books. It's just FanDuel I run a trifecta on. I use different sports books for different things. So he was convinced that my slip was fake because I had a over, a spread, and a total. A total, a spread, and a money line on the same slip in the same game. He was confused. He was like, how can you do that? And obviously he's never done it, and obviously he's never won trying to do that. That is a handicapper's crutch, really, to be able to, take a game and hit all three on one is amazing. And I'll show you guys that again. I was referring to this. All right, we ran the spread, we ran the money line, and we ran the over and under. And he was completely confused, saying this slip is fake because you can't do all three in one bet. And unfortunately, sir, if you're following or listening, as you see, try it. Create a FanDuel account, or you might not be in a state where you can use FanDuel, so it might be something you're incapable of accomplishing. But I do encourage everybody to go ahead on and try that and see how try trifecta in a college game, man. Try trifecta. If you hit and you're in a Discord, hit me up. Post your slip. Let me see that you tried a trifecta and you won. All right, on any game. It's probably like 100 FCS and FBS games this weekend. I want to see you guys try to hit one. All right, that's your challenge. That's your handicapper's challenge. All right, to hit a trifecta on a college game. That's the spread, the total, as well as the money line. If you guys do that, congratulations. You have advanced to the next stage of handicapping. All right, so try trifecta. You can even do it in NBA, guys. Keep that in mind. You can do it in NBA. You can do the over unders, the spread, and the totals. I keep saying over and unders. The spreads, the totals, and the money line in NBA games. So try it, and hopefully you guys win. If you do win, post it in the Discord. That's just giving you one leg up on your knowledge and your understanding of how to bet and betting responsibly. All right, guys. God bless you all. It is the Sports Syndicate. Please keep an eye out. I'm not like pinning a video so you can click on that video. I'm not doing all that. But what you can do is you can watch the NBA videos coming out next after this video. So that'll be coming out. Check it out. If you haven't joined the Discord is in the description. It is absolutely free. There's no charge. And happy betting. It's the Sports Syndicate. We out.